Hey, what's up guys? I'm gonna unbox and review this new Deco XE70 Pro. This is a Wi-Fi 6E mesh system. It does support up to 2.5 gigabit internet speeds, and the XE75 happens to be one of my favorite mesh systems for the price. And this is basically kind of like the younger sibling, sort of say. In fact, this is more like the XE75 Pro because it does support the 2.5 gigabit speeds, unlike, let me hide this right there, unlike the XE75, which is actually limited to gigabit speeds. So all three of these are pretty much the same. I do like that they put that there because I was like, how do I get this stuff out? Very well packaged, super well packaged, completely covered really. Let's see if we could take this out. Okay, slides right out, which is very nice. All three of them are the same. All three of these are routers. We'll remove that as well. So nice and shiny. I do have an XE75. This is the XE75, so it's pretty much identical in shape and size. Deco XE in the front, except the XE75 supports up to gigabit. The XE75 Pro does support up to 2.5 gigabit. So this is very similar to the XE75 Pro. So we got the 2 gigabit ports and we have a 2.5 gigabit ports. And Decos are typically auto sensing. So no matter which one of the three you connect your internet port to, it'll automatically detect it. However, if your internet speeds are faster than gigabit speeds, you do want to use this 2.5 gigabit port. We have the power plug right there, and then the bottom there's a factory reset. I am hiding some of the information, and then we have the little LED indicator right here, and you could turn off that light within the app. The next two are exactly the same. In fact, all three of these are actually routers, but in the same network. Only the main one that's hooked up to your modem or ONT or DSL is the one that is actually acting as the router. The other ones act as nodes. Typical TP-Link power adapter. It is 100 to 240 volts. Output is 12 volts at 2 amps, which means if you multiply those two, you get power, which is 24 watts, because power is equal to current times voltage. And pretty much two other power adapters, and the typical what you get, like an Ethernet cable. Does not say if it's Cat5e, Cat6, or something else. And then we get the little manual. Anyways, I'm going to do speed test, range test, all that stuff like I normally do, show you guys what the Deco app looks like, and we'll go from there. So TP-Link reached out and sent me a sample mesh system out for review. I have been running it as my main mesh system for a little over a week now, and there are no drops, nothing like that. Super stable. I have around 80 or so devices, a bunch of IoTs, Internet of Things, basically like cameras, smart switches, and things like that. A bunch of phones, tablets, computers, and a bunch of other stuff, and very, very stable. Now, in that time, I had a chance to do all my speed test, range tests. I'll have those numbers here. We'll go over that momentarily, and I did test with the following Wi-Fi devices. Now, starting with the internet speed test, when you're accessing the internet, you are limited by your internet speeds. For me, that would be 5 gigabits per second upload and download, unless of course the router itself can't go that fast. So in my case, this router is a bit slow because it goes in at 5 gigabits right here, but as soon as it goes into the 2.5 gigabit port, it caps my internet speeds to 2.5, and as soon as it comes out of a gigabit port. So when I do an internet speed test on my computer, which is connected via Ethernet, it actually caps it to gigabit speeds, again, because it's coming out at gigabit. Now, the Wi-Fi devices are a bit faster because when it goes in at 2.5 and I bring my Wi-Fi device close to it, I still have access to those 2.5 gigabit speeds. So looking at the speed results for the Wi-Fi 7 devices, got some solid numbers, especially for a Wi-Fi phone. And the same is true for Wi-Fi 6E. Not quite as fast as the Wi-Fi 7 device, but still very fast. Now, even though this is not a Wi-Fi 7 mesh system, typically the newer hardwares in Wi-Fi 7 do, generally speaking, a little bit better than the Wi-Fi 6E devices, and the same is true for Wi-Fi 6E versus Wi-Fi 6. And again, I've observed that throughout the years of testing routers and mesh systems. But to really isolate this thing and find out its true performance, I need to do a local speed test server. So I make my computer into the server, and I go from Wi-Fi device to router to computer. And in the case of wired and wireless backhaul, I go from Wi-Fi device to the secondary one, which then jumps to the primary one, which then goes to the server. And what this does is I basically get rid of my ISP and the public speed test server from the equation. So I'm really just isolating the router, finding out its true performance. So looking at these numbers, there is an improvement in speeds over the internet speed test, as you guys can see in the single router configuration. Now in the wired backhaul configuration, because again we only have one fast 2.5 gigabit port, as soon as it goes out at gigabit speed. So if I'm doing it on the secondary one, I'm actually capped to those gigabit speeds, and that's why you see just under gigabit speeds for wired backhaul. And for wireless backhaul, this thing actually got some really solid numbers, almost as fast as wired backhaul. This thing is really solid for internet speeds of up to gigabit, hands down. Now we get into range tests. So range really varies drastically by location. Essentially, if you have more obstructions, you're typically going to get less range. So if you're in between floors, if you have a lot of thick walls, things of that nature typically equals less range. So in my case, at 20 feet away, hardly a drop, more of a drop in the upload section versus the download, but still some super solid numbers. At 50 feet away, this is when I'm actually outside my place, still getting some really fast numbers. And even at 100 feet, which is pretty much 30 meters away across the street, still getting some solid signal. So very good considering the price range for this thing. For setup and configuration, use the Deco app. It's available both on iOS and on Android, and it's super easy to use. And in fact, it helps you with the setup as well. It tells you what to connect where. In fact, I've actually done a separate video on the Deco XE70, which is pretty similar to this, on how to set up and you know use with different switches and things, like pretty much running in different scenarios. So if you guys are interested, I'll put the video link down below. So definitely check that out if you guys are interested. In fact, I might actually make a separate setup guide for this video. Let me know if you guys are interested in that, because I can do that for this one as well. But they're all pretty much similar to each other for setup. So with the app, you get, your Wi-Fi name. You could set up the guest Wi-Fi. You can make a separate Internet of Things Wi-Fi. You do get VPN options with this thing. You could customize some other options within there, like fast roaming and beamforming. You can also run it in access point mode if you wanted to. And you also get parental controls. If you guys are wondering, you actually get a decent number of parental controls included in the price. They also offer additional, more advanced parental controls, but that does require a separate subscription. So just as a heads up. But the Deco app is actually one of my favorite apps because it's very well rounded, very clean and modern interface, very easy to use. So really a decent number of options. Now, before we get into the summary, I did actually label this in case you guys are wondering, does one of them come labeled with main? It does not. I labeled it myself just so I know, because I'm always kind of switching in and out of routers because I'm reviewing a bunch of routers. So it's just easier for me to remember when I put a label on it. I could have picked any one of the three and set that up as my main. It wouldn't matter. I just accidentally picked this one as my main, so that's the one I put it on. So when I set it back up, it's just for me basically. Alright, so to summarize, this is an excellent mesh system for anyone with internet speeds of up to gigabit, whether you're using wireless or wired backhaul. It also has really good range. So for the price, you're actually getting really good performance. And in case you guys are wondering, like, okay, well, if you have internet speeds of up to 2 gigabits, you can still use this thing because, again, it can handle those speeds, but just know the limitation that you only have one fast port. So that's why I went over all the speeds. But if you want those speeds throughout, I would highly recommend the Deco BE63. But obviously that costs a lot more than this. So again, TP-Link keeping price in mind, this is a fantastic mesh system. Highly recommend for anyone with internet speeds of up to gigabit. So with that said, thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next one.